names again, sorry.
My name's Edward.
I'm Taya.
I'm Ben.
I'm Kate.
I'm Jack.
And we are.
So who came up with the design of your posters
I did.
and the marketing slogans?
Yeah, I did, apart from Jenny helped us with phone charging that doesn't cost the earth.
Well, once we found this slogan, I came up with the idea of it like being like mysterious and it being like a big boom, like you see the poster and you're like, what is it? And it's the solar scale.
Does it just fit the iPhone then?
No, the original, the whole idea is we intend to take the 10 largest models, or 20, and create individual designs for each phone, which will variate the cost between each phone. Because, for example, the iPhone, it could just be a magnet which places onto the metal back,
Right.
and so on. We could also make designs so they're compatible for each phone, so they look smart.
We're hoping there won't be that many varieties though, because most phones are about the same dimension we found, so there won't be like 10 different varieties. We found out that a lot of them will fit the same phone.
By targeting which phone that we want to produce these for, we can really select the market that we feel is the best. We're not going to start making solar skins for phones which cost £10 from Argos if they won't sell. We're aiming things at iPhone, which compatibility is an issue, but we can spread that across and we can really target many phones.
Does it actually work again then? Is it just
It's
not
a
sticking a plastic
It's
to your phone?
it's a solar panel that's got a clear vinyl cover, so it's really stylish. You can't really tell that it's a stick or anything. It's clear, just like a protective cover would be for a modern mobile phone. It's got the solar panel, sorry, underneath a really thin solar panel, and there's a small wire which will connect to your standard charging port. So you can go home, you can unplug the solar panel port and plug it by your normal charger as well.
So you have to have a different charging port for...
So it's just a little plastic port that would unplug from the solar panel whilst you use the one at home, and then when you went back out again, you just reattach the solar panel, just flip the plastic across.
It'd be really small and discreet, you wouldn't forget it, you wouldn't even know it was on your phone.
Could you not keep it on all the time?
Yeah, you could keep it on all the time.
You could keep it on all the time, yeah.
You only remove it to add your normal phone charger.
Yeah. People need to choose that.
Yeah.
Don't choose your phone, I suppose.
Essentially, it could brandish normal chargers, completely useless if we continuously had it on and you left it in an area which could attract enough sunlight to keep it powered. Essentially, you'd never need to use it again.
But technology at the minute might just go for keeping your phone a little bit charged, and you probably still need your normal charger. But as technology evolves, we'd hope that you could get rid of normal chargers.
And who came up with the idea?
It was my original idea for the hybrid design. It was my idea originally, and it was adapted by.
Yeah. We initially thought we could design a phone, but then the brief was for an accessory, so we have adapted it to
An
that.
accessory phone.
Yeah.
It was kind of a joint decision, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was adapted. Yeah, it was certainly adapted. It's very much by Ed.
And Ed was the one that told us that it would actually work.
Now these margins here, this retailer margin of 64%. If you're selling at £25 and the wholesale price is 16, I make that a margin of less than 30.
If the price of the product selling to retail is £60, the markup, if they're purchasing those at £16 per unit, calculated it on, they're starting fresh from their £16 being zero, calculating it up to 24. So that's all 50%.
So it's markup, not margin then?
Yeah, it's markup, yeah.
Because margin is...
Yeah, no, it's not margin from base, it's the markup from retailer to customer.
I can spot a slightly bigger problem than your markup and your margin. As Rachel's got one on, I think. If you want to just whip your phone out for me, that'd be great.
Yes.
She's got a cover. Because these are very expensive, highly volatile pieces of electronic equipment. Now, would your solar panel work through one of these? Well, no.
There are modern designs of such products to protect your phone which are now just clear vinyl instead of having a plastic case physically. They're scratch resistant, they're not impact resistant, but they do protect it from scratches and etc. So that vinyl to go over the top of the solar panel would be of that quality to protect from scratches as well. It wouldn't protect it from impact, but you could potentially adapt that product as well to have a solar panel on the
It'd be
back
quite
in the
dinky,
future.
wouldn't it, to have that bit of it as a solar panel, so it does two jobs. So
Yeah.
it's charging while it's protecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got products evolved on it.
Well, in terms of the iPhone especially, if that's the sort of market you're looking at, they are easy to break things. So, as an accessory,
And you
I would
know,
suggest that's a
the way they
better
break is if you leave them in
idea.
the sun. Actually.
yeah. And the whole getting
Exactly.
warm thing, leaving your phone in direct sunlight, I believe, isn't great,
If
especially.
you leave an iPhone in the sun,
Well,
it will break.
Even
The
if
solar
it
panel
is-
absorb all the energy,
Yeah,
and
that-
it won't keep
Yeah,
the phone
to leave it
up.
outside.
And there'll be no byproduct from all that energy production at all. It'll just be nice and cool, and there'll be no whoo, nothing like that to worry about.
You
Because it
don't
just
need
has to be really hot,
We
like
don't
on
have that
today.
technological.
You don't need to just
knowledge
leave it in
to-
the sun. You could just be walking around using it, and obviously it's getting
Surely, though,
sunlight.
if you had to use it, you'd be blocking said solar
Not
panel
all of
with
the
your
solar
hand.
panels.
The design was originally more of a safeguard. Say you've got a business weekend and you've got your mobile phone charger. It is you really need to make a business card weekend. You can put it out in the sun. You can put it on your desk during a business meeting, and it'll just absorb that little bit of extra energy to keep you going over the weekend.
And perhaps there are a few limitations, not many, but there are very large and substantial advantages, and I think they outweigh
And if
the
you knew
limitations.
that your phone was charging, you wouldn't have your hand over it. You'd probably make an allowance for it if you want to
So
keep
you have to
charging.
come to speed
So,
like
yeah.
this.
Well, if you use it just as an emergency situation, you're basically going to save your business time and money, be able to answer a call.
You don't
The
want
extra
people to
20
think of it
minutes.
as an emergency situation, do you? You want people to use it as an everyday accessory. So
Yes.
you've got to be careful about how you position it.
But we like a precaution rather than maybe.
Solar panels are really efficient today. The technology's advanced a lot from the way it was. So if you have a solar panel on the back, and even if it's facing down, it's still reflecting light that's going to hit that, and it's still going to get sun charge. So the point is that even if it's in your hand and there's bits covered up, it is still gaining some energy some of the time, and that will all add up over. If you've always got it out, if you're a busy business person, it's going to get enough energy to hopefully carry you through the day, at least, if not, hopefully all the time.
The design of solar panels was massively increased, so they can even use it in places like Britain, which when you think about solar panel, you think, oh, it has to instantly be under the sun all the time. It's not like we're putting it out in Mallorca and the sun's beaming down there. Actually, you could use this in Britain comfortably because the technology's there. It's it doesn't have to be beaming down with the sun to charge. Because that's obviously true on all the houses that use it.
And we've talked to solar companies, and they do seem to think that this would work, and it is. Yeah, they do have the technology to do it. So I'm not sure about that.
Great. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks very much.